Hello again. It's a pleasure to be back with you over the airwaves for this little catch-up ahead of the new season, which will be launching on Sunday, the 20th of August. This new set of conversations has been a little while in the making, not least because I've been working on some new and exciting projects that weave together the themes that we explore here with some of my personal interests in the arts, in gathering, and in our capacity to step into life with greater presence. If you're subscribed to my newsletter or you've been following me on LinkedIn, you'll already know that change is afoot, and I'm excited to share some of that news with you today. So the Hive actually turned 5 years old this summer, and since it started, it has grown and blossomed into a project that has introduced me to so many new people, perspectives, and ways of being that it's become one of the favourite parts of what I do. And that's in large part thanks to you. Through these many encounters with wonderful guests and listeners, I've had the opportunity to reflect on what's important to me and perhaps what's needed of us in times of turbulence, transformation, and change. Now, you may or you may not know that I am an avid artist and musician, and where conventional wisdom might dictate that we show up, at least, professionally speaking, wearing only one hat, I've come to the perspective that resilience, joy, and our capacity to thrive is most possible when we bring our full multimodal orchestral selves to the task, which might sound a bit floofy, but hear me out. With all of the challenges that we're facing individually and collectively, from ecological, climatic, and economic disruption to the huge impacts we're only just beginning to feel from the accelerating deployment of AI, the question of how we can withstand and perhaps embrace so much uncertainty has been on my mind for quite a while. And in all of the research and writing I've done over the years around psychology, values, integrity, themes which I explore in my latest book, Business Unusual, I've been reflecting increasingly on how I can more actively walk the talk. With that in mind, alongside the projects I've been developing around how we can show up and flourish in a changing world, more to come soon, it felt like the right time to rename the podcast, quite simply, Nathalie Nahai in Conversation. It's nothing grand and it does what it says on the tin, but you'll notice from the cover art that it has a new visual identity, one that for me, at least, connects into our ongoing exploration of what it means to be human in search of connection and meaning within the wider web of life. The hand on the cover is actually part of a larger oil painting I created called Light in the Well of Shadows, and the tiny bee you can see is a painting I created specifically for this project as a little nod to the Hive. If you'd like to see these paintings in full, just head over to my Instagram account at Nathalie Nahai. So I decided to use these paintings not only because I wanted to share this part of myself with you, and perhaps with a wider circle, but also because I believe that it's in large part through harnessing our creativity and imaginations that we'll be able to rise to the challenges ahead of us. At the very least, I hope that in bringing more of myself into this project, you might also give yourself greater permission to show up in all your plurality and richness. In terms of the upcoming conversations, we'll deepen our exploration of how we relate with one another, with technology and the living world. And in this new season, we'll hear from some extraordinary people working at the cutting edge of everything from regenerative agriculture, viticulture and biodiversity, and artificial intelligence, to folks working at the intersection of technology and law, organisational resilience, personal transformation, leadership, and much more. I've also decided to experiment a little with the format. Alongside this audio version of the podcast, you can also watch the video version over on my YouTube channel, where I'll also be posting additional bonus content with my guests. I'll include all the links in my show notes so you can check them out. The new season will be launching on Sunday, the 20th of August, and I'm excited to share more with you about my companion projects as they unfold. Until then, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I can't wait to share this next chapter with you.